Testing, testing, please stand by. And good afternoon, everybody. It's time for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. Steve Aquilon here to bring you another 1966 season replay game. I was going to say an exciting game, but that remains to be seen. We have the Minnesota Twins at the California Angels. The third of a three-game series. The Twins have won the first two. About just a tick over 26,000 in Anaheim Stadium on Sunday for this game. Camilo Pascual for Minnesota and Dean Chance for California. Pascual had some great years and kind of started going downhill in 1966. Really, it started in 65. He was a workhorse from 1961 through 1964. Three times, really going back to 1959, the first time he led the league in complete games. He led the league three times in complete games, and the years he didn't, he had 15 and 14, respectively. 65, he only made 27 starts, and in 66, only 19 starts with a 4.89 earned run average. Dean Chance had a fine season. Don't pay any attention to the 12 and 17 record. He had a fine 3.08 ERA in 37 starts. So there's the starting pitchers for you. We'll get to the lineups here. And greetings, Bob Cole, and welcome, sir. Glad you could join me today. You kind of got to favor the Twins. Minnesota comes in with a 7-1 record atop the American League. California 3-6. Here's the lineups now. For Minnesota, Zoilo Versalles will lead off at shortstop. Tony Oliva is in right field. Bob Allison's in left. Harmon Killebrew at third base hits cleanup. Don Mincher's at first. Andy Costco's in center field. Bernie Allen at second base, and Jerry Zimmerman will do the catching and hit eighth. A day off for Earl Batty, with Pascal hitting ninth. Is it Pascal or Pasquale? That's another one I was thinking about before the game. I think I remember it being Pascal, but I'm guessing if so, that would have been the Americanized version of the pronunciation. I'm not really sure. Maybe you know. For the Angels, it'll be Jose Cardinal leading off in center, Jim Fregosi at shortstop, Bobby Knopp at second, Norm Seaburn at first base hitting cleanup, Bob Rogers the catcher, Jackie Warner's in right, Rick Reichart in left, Paul Shaw will play third base and hit eighth, Dean Chance bats ninth. So I've got the last cup of coffee today. Changed my broadcast time from 2 p.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific, and that was one of the benefits of it. Was by 2 p.m. I've already switched over to tea. I kind of prefer the coffee games. What can I say? I love coffee. But I tend to get too much caffeine, and that interrupts my sleep. Okay, we're about ready to roll them here. Dean Chance has completed his warm-ups. Zoilo steps in from the right side. Umpire says play ball. Chance gets his sign from Rogers, the windup. Here's the pitch to Zoilo on a 1-7. A double to 7, but that's a 9. You know how that works. And that fly ball will be caught by Cardinal. That will bring to the plate Tony Oliva. And there goes the dice on the floor. Oh, and good luck with that, Bob. Hey, the Twins are involved in both games today. Or Larry, I should say. I'm sorry, Larry's here. Hello, Larry. I thought that was Bob still posting. God, I'm blind. Okay, here's Oliva now with one down. The pitch from Chance. That's a 2-2, and he hits him. Holy crap. Right off the bat, Oliva's drilled. He goes down to first. He's an asterisk 15. Chance with a horrible +7 hold. Rogers a -2. It can only be a max of 5 anyway, but that puts him at a 1 through 20, not held. So he'll have to be held on. He's still a 1 to 18, and he's going to try for it. 3 through 6. A 6. He's going 1 through 18. Here's the throw from Rogers. He's safe. Just barely. So stolen base, Tony O. Here's the next pitch to Allison. On a 4-5, fly ball to right field. That's going to be playable for Warner, who makes the catch for the out. Runner holds. And that will bring up Harmon Killebrew. Killebrew's stuck on 7 runs batted in with 2 home runs. He had 7 runs batted in at the end of last Sunday's play, so he hasn't had an RBI in a week. Here's the pitch from Chance. On a 6-9, fly to center field. Cardinal ranging to his right and makes the catch to retire the side. For the Twins, no runs, no hits, they leave a man. No score as we go to the bottom of the first. Pasquale warming up. He's ready to go now as Jose Cardinal steps in from the right side. Pasquale with the windup. Pitch to Jose is a 4-5. He walks him. Leadoff walk to Jose Cardinal. Cardinal also with blazing speed. Pasquale not much better than Chance with a +4 hold. His catcher's a -1. That would still make him a 20, not held. He'll have to be held at a 1 through 18, and Jose's going to try for the lead. 2 through 6. He's in there with a 4, 1 through 18. Here's the pitch to the plate. Cardinal's going. The throw from Zimmerman. He's safe. So with 2 pitchers not known for holding runners on, it looks like the fast runners are going to be taking advantage every chance they get today. Oliva stole a base from the top of the inning, and now Cardinal swipes one here in the bottom of the first. And here's Jim Fregosi. The next pitch for Fregosi is a 3-5, a single to 19, but on a 20, he lines out to shortstop. Oh my goodness, let's look at that again. 3-5, single to 19. And we rolled a 20. Liner to short, 1 down. And here's Bobby Knopp. Pascal checks his runner. Pitch to Knopp on a 5-4 to the right-hander, fly to center field X. That's going to be Costco, a 4E5. He ranges to his right and here's the play. On a 12, that's the error range. On an E5, the roll is a 7, and he makes the play. 6-11, fly ball B. So fly to center, 2 down, and Norm Seaburn will be the hitter. Left-handed batter. Pasquale ready now. It's a 4-9, struck him out. That'll do it. No runs, no hits, 1 left on. We are scoreless after 1. Just getting started here on a cool day in Spokane. We had some snow overnight. More coming in. Most of the snow that came down is already off the ground. Good day to stay in and play Strat-O-Matic, in other words. Chance ready to go to work here in the second inning now. It'll be Don Mincher to lead things off for Minnesota. The pitch from Chance is a 6-9 to the lefty. He struck him out. Mincher down on strikes. And Andy Costco will be the hitter. This card does not look like all that much to be hitting sixth. 222 and only 158 at bats. 255 on base. I'm pretty sure Andy Costco had some better seasons. I think he even had a little bit of power in a couple of seasons. Anyway, here's the pitch from Chance. That's going to be a 5-7, swung on and missed strike three. And Chance comes out blazing here in the second inning, striking out the first two batters. And here's Bernie Allen now, the left-handed hitting second baseman. Chance gets his sign from Rogers. Here's the delivery. A 5-11 to the lefty is a fly ball to right field X. That's going to be Warner, a 4-5. Warner racing towards the line. The roll is a 9. That's the error frequency. On an E5, a roll of a 12, he misplays it into a two-base error. Oh my, 9X. No. What am I doing? E9, runner ends up on second. That'll be an error on California. So an error on Jackie Warner gives Minnesota a runner in scoring position with two down, and now Jerry Zimmerman will be the batter. The pitch from Chance, a 5-11, fly to right field X. Warner's going to get another shot. 4-5. Here's the play on a 13. That's the error range. The E5 on an 11. He makes the catch to retire the side. So Warner redeems himself there with a fine play in right. No runs, no hits, one left on. And we are still scoreless. Do we have another pitcher's duel? We could. Chance has a good card. Pasquale not as good. But the Angel lineup isn't nearly as good as Minnesota's either. And they'll send Rogers, Warner, and Reichart to the plate here in the bottom of the second. Pasquale gets the sign from Zimmerman now. Rogers, a switch hitter, batting left-handed. That's a 4-8, base hit up the middle. And Buck Rogers has a leadoff single. No threat to run. Jackie Warner will come to the plate now. Rick Reichart on deck. Pasquale from the stretch now. The pitch to Warner, a 4-7, single to 15, and that is knocked down by Versailles, but he has no play. That's going to be ruled an infield single. Rogers will hold up at second. And California puts the first two runners on here in the bottom of the second. First and second, nobody out. And here's Rick Reichart. Reichart, a bonus baby, came up as a potential superstar, never became quite that. He hit 288 this year in 319 at-bats, though, with 16 home runs. A fine half season. Pasquale from the stretch. Pitch to Rick Reichart on a 2-8. He hits him, and the bases are loaded. Oh my goodness, that one got away from Pasquale. You know there is no way he wanted to do that. Now he's loaded the bases with nobody out, and Paul Schall's the hitter. The Twins are going to play the infield back. It's early in the game. They gladly traded the run for 2 outs here. Schall, a D bunter. He'll swing away. The windup on the pitch, a 5-8. It's a grounder to second base X. That could be 2. It's Bernie Allen, a 3-E22. And here's the play. On a 6, he makes the play. Flips from the glove to Versailles. Back to first, double play. Just what the doctor ordered. A run will score on that, of course. But Minnesota got what they wanted. Warner into third. And here's Dean Chance now, right-handed hitting pitcher. So Pasquale puts the first 3 runners on. Now he's in a position to get out of this fairly cheaply. The pitch to Chance is a 4-5, and he walks him. Oh my goodness. Pasquale, the unforgivable sin of walking the opposing pitcher. Runners on the corners with 2 down, and Jose Cardinal will come up. He walked himself in the first. Pasquale from the stretch on a 6-9, high fly ball to left field. That's down and into the corner. Here comes Warner to score. Chance rounding. Chance is coming to the plate. Cardinal's heading into third, and he's in with an RBI triple. A 2 RBI triple, actually. Let's look at that again. 6-9, homer to 5, triple. 6-20, a roll of a 19. It's a 2-run triple for Jose Cardinal, and the Angels take a 3-0 lead. And here's Fregosi now with a runner on third and 2 away. And here's the pitch, a 2-9. He rips one down into the right field corner. Cardinal can walk home. Oliva over to pick it up. Fregosi already rounding second, headed to third. Here's the throw. He is safe. Back-to-back triples. Holy crap. And it's 4-0. And California is all over Pasquale here in the second inning. In fact, the Twins are going to get activity in the pen already. I'm going to have to go deep because in real life, Pasquale went deep into the game and only Al Worthington was used to close it out. They're going to get Dwight Siebler up. Here's Knopp now. Pitch from Pasquale, a 2-3, struck him out. Pasquale was on the verge of getting knocked out at that inning, as it is. 4 runs for California on 4 hits, including back-to-back triples. After 2 complete, it is Angels 4, Twins nothing. As I mentioned earlier, the Twins came into the game with a 7-1 record. So they are not used to being pushed around. Pasquale will lead off the third. I'm contemplating hitting for him already. No, it's too early. He's going to bat. Right-handed hitting pitcher. Pitch from Chance, a 6-4. It's a grounder to shortstop X. That'll be Fregosi. Fergosi's a 2E36 as he ranges into the hole. The play on a 5. He's got it. Throws him out. Fine play, Fregosi. One down, and Zoilo Versailles will be the batter. Chance into the windup now. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-8 liner speared by Fregosi. So a liner right at the shortstop. And here's Tony Oliva with 2 away. Oliva was hit by a pitch the first time up. And here's the pitch from Chance. On a 6-7, he grounds it down to second base. That's going to be Knopp. Knopp Gold Glove caliber with a 1E17, and here's the play. On a 16, he makes the play and throws him out to retire the side. So 2 X plays, 1 to second base, 1 to shortstop. And the Twins are retired in order. Chance looking mighty tough out there today, and he's got a 3-run lead. Sorry, a 4-run lead. What am I saying? Seaburn, Rogers, and Warner due for California in the bottom of the inning. Pasquale gets the sign from Zimmerman. Pitch to Seaburn on a 2-10. Foul ball behind the plate. Zimmerman back. He makes the catch for the out. Bob Buck Rogers steps into the box now, batting left-handed. The pitch from Camilo, a 1-9. Pop-up right side. Playable for Allen. He's got it. Quickly 2 away. And here's Jackie Warner. He singled his first time up. The pitch from Pasquale. That's a 6-4, grounder to third base X. That's going to be Killebrew, a 4E24. The roll on the play is a 17, and he stabs it at the line. Long throw in time. Nice play, Harmon. 1, 2, 3 go the Angels in the third as Pasquale settles down. After 3 complete, it is Angels 4, Twins nothing. And boy, it sure does, Bob. One thing's for sure, California has the pitcher on the mound that can hold it. Pasquale, on the other hand, looks like he's not long for this game, although he did have a nice third. As Chance takes his warm-ups, I'll take a little coffee break. Okay, we're set to go here in the 4th inning. It'll be Allison, Killebrew, and Mincher. This Twin lineup can explode at any time. Chance with the pitch to Bob Allison. That's a 6-3 grounder down to third. Shaw has it, throws across in time. And here's Harmon Killebrew. Killebrew's been in a real slump this week. Here's the pitch from Chance. It's a 6-7 grounder to second base X. That's Knopp. 1E17. He's behind the bag. Here's the play. On a 3, he makes a diving stop to his feet, throws him out. Oh my goodness, that was a web gem by Knopp. The fact that Killebrew does not run well didn't hurt his chances any, but still an excellent play. And here's Don Mincher now. The pitch from Chance on a 6-7, grounder to second base X again. That's Knopp. Knopp this time to his left to plug up the hole. On an 18, he's got it. Flips over to Seaburn, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Twins in the 4th. Still a 4-0 ball game as we move to the bottom of the inning. Seaburn has stopped throwing in the Twin bullpen for now. There's nobody down there that I can see. And here's Rick Reichart to lead it off for California. The pitch from Pasquale on a 2-3. He grounds it down to second base. Allen smoothly fields it. Over to Mincher, 1 down. Here's Shaw now, grounded into a double play his first time up. The pitch from Camilo, a 2-8 swung on and missed strike 3. So Pasquale now settling down nicely after that rocky second inning. And with 2 away, here's Dean Chance. And the pitch is a 5-7 to the right. He gets a base hit into right field. Oh my goodness, Chance just reaches out and pokes it into right. And he has a single and a walk today. Okay, here's Cardinal now. Cardinal tripled and walked, scored a run, and he's driven in a pair. From the stretch, here's the pitch, a 5-6, swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will do it for California. No runs to hit a man left. After 4 complete, it's still 4-0 Angels. Andy Costco will lead things off in the 5th. Okay, here's Costco now. Chance ready to work. Gets his sign. The pitch is a 6-11 to the right-hander. A grounder down to third. Shaw charging. He's got it. Throws across in time. And that'll bring up Bernie Allen. Reached on an error his first time up. Chance the wind-up. The pitch to the left-hander, a 4-12. Grounder to second. Cannot fields it cleanly and throws him out. And quickly there are 2 down. And Chance now has retired 9 batters in a row. Hell, you throw out the error, it would have been 13. He's pitching close to flawless baseball here. The pitch to Zimmerman, a 2-10. He rips a double into the left center gap. So Zimmerman rips it into the gap. Over to pick it up is Reichart. By the time he gets it back in, Zimmerman's in with a stand-up double. And now Pasquale's pitching well. Oh man, this is tough. Let's see what his endurance is. He's a 6. My inclination is to leave him in. He's pitched 3 good innings out of 4. Here's the pitch, a 1-9. Base hit Pasquale. Zimmerman can try to score on that. That's the center. Cardinal's a -2, however. I can't imagine Zimmerman's much of a runner. 1-9. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to let Versailles bat with runners at the corners and 2 outs. What Minnesota would really love to do is get Oliva to the plate in this inning. Chance going over some signs with Rogers now. From the stretch, the pitch to Zoilo, a 4-4, catcher's card X. That's going to be Rogers, a 2-3. Here's the play. On a 7, pops him out. Rogers makes the play, and that'll retire the side. So Versailles fails to pick him up. No runs, 2 hits, a pair left. And until the double from Zimmerman, Chance had allowed neither a hit nor a walk. There was a hit by pitch and an error, and that's it. But he gives up 2 hits in the 5th. Still leads it 4-0. Oh God, Bob, you come up with these things. A masterful performance. The Angels have a good chance today. I love it. They certainly do, in fact. With the Dean on the mound. Let's see if Pasquale can reward the manager's confidence in letting him bat. Here's Fregosi. It's a 6-5 fly to right field. Can of corn for Oliva. 1 down. Here's Bobby Knopp now, 0 for 2. Pasquale into the windup. It's a 2-11 comebacker. Pasquale knocks it down, picks it up, over to Mincher in time, 2 away. And with 2 outs, Norm Seaburn will be the hitter. Pitch to Seaburn on a 5-8, grounder to second base X. That's Allen, a 3E22. Allen behind the bag, and here's the play. On a 5, he makes a fine stop and throws him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Angels in the 5th. We've completed 5 here at the Big A, with the Angels leading 4-0. Oliva, Allison, and Killebrew due up for the Twins in the 6th. And welcome Franklin. Glad you could join us, sir. Did I fake you out by moving it to 1 p.m.? I'm trying that out to see how it goes. A couple of the East Coasters said they prefer it to the 2 o'clock start, that is. Okay, we got us a ball game, 4-0, 6th inning. Here's Oliva. Chance to wind up on the pitch on a 2-7, grounder down to second. They got to quit hitting it there. That's Knopp. Smooth play, and he throws him out 1 down. And here's Bob Allison. Chance ready now. The pitch to Allison, a 1-6. He walks him. Allison aboard on the 1-out walk. He's an asterisk 20, believe it or not. A power hitter most of his career. As you can probably tell, I'm a little startled he has that much speed. A 1-15 runner, an asterisk 20. Held on, he's an 18. Heck, he might as well try for it. He needs a 5. Rolling for the lead, he does not get it. And the next pitch to Big Harmon is a 6-11 grounder to third base B. It's going to be a force play. That's going to go 5-4, nothing else. So Allison forced, Killebrew at first, and certainly a much slower runner, to say the least. And here's Mincher now. Chance from the stretch. Pitch to Don Mincher, a 3-3, tapper down to second. And with a plus, boy, if Allison had still been on. But what ifs, maybes, and might have beens. That's going to be another play made by Bobby Knopp, and down go the Twins in the 6th. And Chance has been practically untouchable today through 6 innings and leads it 4-0. So now I find my interest, or rooting interest, shifting to Dean Chance, of course, because you guys know by now I love the starting pitchers. And I love the great games by the starting pitchers. Something, sadly, that we've lost in today's game. It'll be Rogers, Warner, and Reichart here in the bottom of the 6th. Pasquale ready to work now. Remember, this is his first inning of potential fatigue. And welcome Kurt Miller. Glad you could make it. Hope your day is going well. The pitch to Rogers, batting lefty, a 4-10. Fly to center, shallow. Costco coming in, still coming, finally does catch up to it, and there's one away. I can't get used to the image of Andy Costco playing center field either. In my mind, he was strictly a corner outfielder, and the 4E5 bears that out, of course. Here's Warner now. Warner 1 for 2. Pascal with a 4-7 to the righty. That's a base hit into left field for Warner. So Jackie Warner with a 1-out single. And Rick Reichard will be the hitter. 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch his first time out back in the second. Pasquale from the stretch. It's a 3-3 grounder to short. That's going to be 2. Versailles has it. Underhands to Allen. 2 Mincher double play. 6-4-3, and that'll do it. No runs a hit, none left on. And we've completed 6 here at the Big A. The Angels up 4-0. And a masterful game going on here by Dean Chance. Dean, of course, the dean of the pitching staff. Cy Young Award winner, not in 66, but he was. 65, was it? I think it was the previous year. I'll never understand why the Angels traded that guy, and he wasn't old when they did. Costco, Allen, and Zimmerman due for Minnesota in the 7th. Chance into the windup. The pitch to Andy Costco. It's a 5-5 high fly ball to left field, but Reichardt's going to take that on the warning track for the out. Let's take another look, shall we? 5-5, a homer to 5, but on the roll of a 20, just a loud out. And here's Bernie Allen. Allen 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from the Dean. It's a 6-7 to the lefty. Grounder to second base X. My goodness, Knopp has been busy down there today. 1E17. It's a 20. Can't easy play for Knopp. Oh my goodness, how many plays is that for him now? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plays to second base. And that's by far the Angels' best fielder. Yeah, right, Kurt. That was a shame about Warner. We'll never know. The pitch to Zimmerman now, a 1-3. Tapper down to second. There's Chance again. He fields it cleanly and throws him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Twins in the 7th. And we are just breezing through this game, mostly due to Dean Chance. Pasquale has also settled down nicely since the second inning, in which the Angels scored all of their runs today. It'll be Shaw, Chance, and Cardinal here in the bottom of the 7th. Pasquale with the windup. The pitch to Paul Shaw. That's a 1-5. Base hit into left field. Shaw aboard with a leadoff single. Still looks like, no, we'll do this if we have to. Johnny Klipstein begins loosening. Chance and A. Bunter. Minnesota will pull the infield in. Here's the pitch. Shaw's going to lay it down. That's going to be a 4 on a B. And he executes a perfect sacrifice bunt. That, by the way, would have been a bunt single with an A bunter. So the infield in prevents that. So a sacrifice hit by Chance. That moves Shaw to second. And with 1 away, Cardinal will be the hitter. Pasquale taking his time now, gets his sign. Here's the pitch. It's a 6-8 to the right-hander. That is a single, double a 13, it's a 14. Single, double the asterisks. That will score Shaw. It's an RBI single for Cardinal. And it's 5-0, and here comes Sam Mealy, and that's going to do it. So Pasquale's day comes to an end. Still not certain of the pronunciation on that. And Franklin's for the Angels here today. Yeah, right, 7-1. It looks like it's going to be 7-2, barring a miracle comeback. Pasquale ends up going 6 1/3. He surrendered 8 hits. He walked 2 and hit a batter. And he struck out for 4. And it'll be Clipstein. Johnny Clipstein, long-time relief ace. He wasn't the ace of their pen this particular year, but a long and distinguished career as a reliever for Clipstein. And here's Fregosi. Cardinal will have to be held on. He's a 1-18 held. But with a 5-run lead, they're going to let Fregosi bat. From the stretch, it's a 6-9. Base hit into left, an open single. Cardinal can try to advance on that. Allison's a 0. Cardinal is 17 -2 to third, a 15. He's going. They're going to cut it off and keep Fregosi at first. So the throw's cut off, first and third. 1 down. That way they can play the infield back and hope to get a ground ball out of Knopp. Knopp was known for grounding into double plays, although he doesn't have a ton of ground ball A's on his card in this particular season. There's 6, 11, 13, 15, 16. About an average amount, I guess. The pitch from the stretch, a 5-8, swung on and missed strike 3. Gets a big strikeout by Clipstein. And there's 2 away. And with 2 away, Norm Seaburn will be the hitter. 5-0 California here. From the stretch, that's a 5-8, and he walks him to load the bases. Oh my goodness. And as the organist plays the cheer song, here's Bob Buck Rogers. Bases loaded, 2 down. Full windup now, and the pitch of 5-7 swung on and missed strike 3. And Clipstein gets out of it. But the Angels add on an insurance run on 3 hits and leave the bases loaded. After 7 complete, it's 5-0 California. Chance an S7, so he's already completed 1 potential endurance inning here. God damn it, I did it again. I forgot to look where the pitcher was batting. See, I could have double switched something there. Oh well. Live and learn. Clipstein will yield to a pinch hitter. He goes 2/3. A hit, a walk, 2 Ks, no runs. All 5 runs charged to Pasquale. And Minnesota will send up a batter. Let's see, in real life, they used Kirkpatrick and Smith. Kirkpatrick looks like as good a choice as any here. It'll be... No. That's the California bench. What are you doing? They're going to pinch hit with Cesar Tovar. Tovar, a player, another favorite of mine, a player I always liked. He could play anywhere. And he had great speed. I'm kind of surprised that running isn't better than a 1-15, but that's pretty good. Chance into the windup. The pitch, a 4-9, and he walks him. Tovar, a leadoff walk in the 8th. An asterisk 17. They're going to go ahead and hold him on. So he would be a 1-18 not held. He's going to try for that lead. 2 through 5. An 8, he does not get it. Here's the next pitch to Zoila. 2-8 pops him up. Left side. Fregosi under it, 1 down. And here's Tony Oliva now. Oliva's been quiet today, 0 for 2 after being hit by a pitch in the first inning. Chance from the stretch. Pitch to Tony O, a 1-8. Base hit to the opposite field. Single into left, an open single. No, I take that back. Yes, it is an open single to left. Tovar's headed into third, and they're going to cut it off. No sense taking any chances on their side with a 5-run lead. Oliva will have to be held on, and here's Bob Allison. And now there is activity in the California bullpen. Right. They used Sukla and Rubio, righties. Let me look at these cards on my computer screen. See if we want to use either of these guys. Definitely not Sukla. Rubio is the first guy in. They also used Brunette, who's a left-hander. It'll be George Brunette getting loose, as they're trying to hold on to the game. They were trailing in the real-life game. So I try to look at those situations. And hello, Kluber. Is that after Corey Kluber by any chance? Well, let me take a look here. We'll have a little break in the action. Dean Chance was traded to the Twins after this 1966 season. He won 20 games the first year with Minnesota in 1967. While we're at it, let's see who he was traded for. As I mentioned earlier, I felt it was a mistake of the Angels to let him go. California traded Chance and a player to be named later for Pete Semino, Jimmy Hall, and Don Mincher. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. I know, that's a bad trade. I'm sorry. So runners on the corners, 1 down. Here's Bob Allison. 1 more hit or walk will fatigue Chance. Gets his sign, and from the stretch, pitch to Bob Allison. That's going to be a 3-9. Struck him out. Holy cow. And here's cold as ice Killebrew, 0 for 3 today. Hasn't had an RBI in a week. The Pitch from Chance, a 5-5, high fly ball to left field, but that's going to be caught by Reichart. Homer to 5, the roll is a 19, and Chance, really the first time he was tested today, pitches out of it. No runs, a hit, 2 left on, and the shutout is intact. And welcome Gary. So Siebler will come on for Minnesota. Right-handed pitcher. It's going to be Warner, Reichart, and Shaw for the Angels. Little more on Dean Chance. 20-game winner in '64 for the Angels when he won the Cy Young Award. He was third in the Rookie of the Year voting in 1962. 13th in the MVP voting for Minnesota in 1967. 128 wins and a 2.92 career earned run average. His career also appears to have been cut short as he was out of the game at age 30. So here's Warner now, Siebler ready to work. The pitch to Jackie Warner, a 6-2, base hit into right field. And the Angels just keep hitting today. Here's Reichart now. From the stretch, pitch from Siebler, a 1-7, double to 1, but that's going to be a single, double the asterisks. Warner into third, and just like that, the Angels have runners at the corners and nobody out. And here's Paul Shaw. From the stretch, it's a 4-7, grounder to third base B. It's a force play. That's going to get another run home. Reichart is forced. One down, and Chance will be the hitter. From the stretch now, Siebler's offering a 6-11, fly to center field. That's going to be playable. Costco makes the catch for the out, 2 down. And here's Cardinal now, 6-0 Angels. Runner at first. Pitch to Jose, a 3-6, grounder down to short. Zoilo's got it. Throws him out, and that will do it. The Angels add on a run on 2 hits and leave a man. And yes, Franklin, I think that's what happened. He was out of the game by 30. 1970, he pitched for Cleveland and the New York Mets. In 1971, he went to Detroit. Worked only 89 2/3 innings. He was age 30, and that was it. So something had to happen there. Right now, he's going for a complete game shutout. Mincher, Costco, and Allen due for the Twins. Let's see, Chance surrendered a single and a walk in the 8th. He's an S7. Here's Mincher. Chance into the windup. Pitch to Don Mincher on a 2-2. Fly to center field. It's going to be playable for Cardinal, 1 down. Here's Costco now. Costco 0 for 3. Chance, the windup, the pitch, a 5-2. Tapper down to third. Paul Shaw's got it. Long throw across in time, and the Twins are down to their last out. and it'll be Bernie Allen. Chance staring in to get his sign. The windup. The pitch to Allen, a 1-7, single to 13 on a 12. That's in there. Single to second base. This time, Knopp knocks it down but has no play, which in itself is surprising in today's ball game since Knopp's been gobbling up everything in his vicinity all day long. Now we're going to have a batter for Zimmerman. That's a possibility. It's going to be Jimmy Hall. Hall, normally the starter in center field. He'll come on to bat here with 2 down in the 9th. So Hall standing in from the left side. Brunette is ready in the Angel pen. Chance from the stretch. The pitch to Jimmy Hall, a 5-6. That's a triple to 5, but he'll settle for a long single. Allen into third, and that's going to tire Chance. And he may not get the complete game shutout today. They're going to send up a hitter for the pitcher. And I don't normally do it, but I'm going to let him face one more batter fatigued. He still has the shutout. Even if he gives up a home run, which would have nothing to do with fatigue. If he gave up a bullet single on the fatigue, it's still 6-1. So who's going to hit for the pitcher? Actually, Hall should have been, my mistake. Hall should be here. Okay, Hall does not pinch hit in the 9 spot. That's going to be somebody else. Could be Nosek, who I was looking at before. I think it's time for Rich Rollins to make an appearance. I can't even remember using Rollins yet this season. I probably have. I remember Rich Rollins well. He was their third baseman for quite a few years. So runners at the corners. Two down, Chance fatigued. He's going to pitch to Rollins. Here's the pitch on a 2-7, and he walks him. And now that's going to do it. The bases are loaded. Here comes Bill Rigney, and that's going to be it for Chance. No, actually it is not. He still has the shutout. He's going to pitch to Versailles. Yes, Kluber. I almost pulled the trigger. For some reason, I thought the walk pushed in a run, but of course it did not. That was where he fatigued right there on the single by Hall. And Chance gutting it out. He's going to pitch to Versailles. The windup, the pitch, a 4-3, grounder to first base X. That's Norm Seaburn, a 4-E-10, and here's the play. On a 6, single run scores. Oh, my. So Seaburn couldn't handle it. Allen comes in to score. Hall to third, Rollins to second. And now here comes Bill Rigney. And this time, that will be it for Dean Chance. So he almost gets the shutout. He almost gets the complete game. Gave up 3 hits and a walk in the 9th, clearly tired. But what a game nonetheless. Let's not let that diminish his performance any. He didn't allow a hit until the 5th. He gave up 6 hits total. And that includes the 3 in the 9th, 2 of them after he was tired. He walked 3 and hit a batter. Struck out, not that many, 2, 3. And here comes Brunette, who's been ready. So George Brunette, the left-hander, he pitched in this game in real life. He was mostly a starter, 3.31 in 212 innings. And here's Tony Oliva, 6-1, runners at the corners. No, bases loaded, excuse me. 6-1, bases loaded, 2 down. And here's Brunette's pitch to Tony Oliva. It's a 3-8 grounder to second. That's going to do it. Knopp shovels to Fregosi, and that's the ball game. And isn't it fitting that Knopp would make the final play? He has been busy down there today. So the Twins get a run on 3 hits, leave the bases loaded. 6-1, your final. Brunette retired his only batter. A good one, Joel. Yeah, hopefully this wasn't the game that blew out his arm. No, he would go on to win 20 games for Minnesota the following season, so I think he was okay. For the Angels, 6 runs. Sorry I didn't total out Seibler. He pitched an inning. 2 hits, no runs. Well, somebody gave up a run. It was Seibler. Let's fix that right now. He gave up the run, no walks, no Ks. So for California, 6 runs on 11 hits. They made 1 error. Minnesota, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. There's your final. Chance does get the win. Pasquale takes the loss. The Angels improved to 4-6. The Twins dropped to 7-2. And I think, let's look at the standings for a second. That drops them back into a first-place tie with Cleveland. And thank you, Kluber, and glad you could join us. For Pasquale, he came in 1-0. He's 1-1 now. And for Dean Chance, he came in with a 1-1 record. He's now 2-1. And that's your final here from the Big A, is the Angels behind Dean Chance, who's going to be the player of the game, by the way, beat the Twins 6-1. Tomorrow I'll be back at the 1 p.m. Pacific time with Los Angeles Dodgers at Chicago Cubs. That's going to be Drysdale and Holtzman, so you won't want to miss that, although the Cubs are a rather pathetic 1-9 on the season. But they've got Holtzman on the mound, so there's always a chance. This is Spokane Steve wishing you all a very pleasant good evening. Thanks, guys.